All right. Hello, everyone. Let me fix this real quick. Or no, I think that's how it has to be today. Goodness gracious. It is hot because I am driving a Ranger today. Why am I doing that, you ask? Well, because I am hopefully going to pick up a cardio bike for my house after my lift. And I don't even know if this video is going to work because I have to drive with the window open. Because otherwise, I will promptly and violently die of heat stroke. So, we will give this a shot and see how the audio quality comes out. Today is ARMS, I believe. Looking forward to it. ARMS is great. Gonna get some curls in, some triceps, the huge. I do love this truck. It is a great vehicle. I bought it in 2018. Yes, 2018, like around Halloween, like right after like November, December, because I had totaled the vehicle I was driving before. It's kind of a stupid story. It's not cool. I didn't get into a wreck or anything. I was like in a parking lot, like a grass parking lot, and there was a tree stump that was not clearly delineated. Like there should have been like a traffic cone or like a sign or something like, "Hey, don't hit the tree stump." And it just wasn't there. And the grass was tall, so you couldn't really see what you're doing. And it was like right over a hole. So I drove onto it, and my whole front end of my car, it was a Nissan Sentra, which is like one step under an Altima. But it like just the whole front end hit it. It cracked the block. It cracked the oil pan. It cracked the differential, like the transmission, because it's a front wheel drive. Like destroyed it. It was ruined. And but I ended up getting more out of the insurance check than I paid for the car. So that actually kind of was cool because it like finished out my loan and whatnot. And from that point, I was like, I'm never financing another car ever again. And I never have, and it's worked out really well. So I got this Ranger. I did not know how to drive stick when I got it, but I was like thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I want a vehicle I want a truck. I knew I wanted a truck. And I'm like, but I want something that's like relatively small, gets decent mileage, and I want a stick shift because I know the stick shifts last longer and I can learn to drive it. And so I found this on Marketplace. I paid $3,400 for it, I think, in 2018. It had 102,000 on it, and it was starting to show signs of rust when I got it. It's got a lot more now. But I got it at 100, like just under 102. It's like 101.8. It's like just over 100,000 miles. And I've had it for 6-7 years now, almost 7 years. And we are at 161. So that's less than, it's like 8,000 miles a year. But I don't, but this truck has taken me everywhere. I've driven it from, Indiana to North Carolina to Washington, D.C., to Ohio, Kentucky. Essentially, it's like, it's good for buzzing around town because it's a four-banger. Oh, that was the other thing when I was shopping. I'm like, I want a four-cylinder for the gas mileage and because I didn't know a lot about cars back then, but I knew that four bangers were reliable. And I got to be honest with you, it really is. And this truck has never ever let me down. Besides like maintenance and wear items, like the fuel pump went out because it's a Ford, and that's what Fords do. Because Ford puts the sending unit and the fuel pump inside the tank together, which is stupid in my opinion. But hey, you know. But the Ford fuel pumps just die. They just do. So that went out. I had to get that replaced, and the starter motor went out, which is just a wear item that happens. And it didn't actually matter that much at the time because I would just push it or roll it down a hill or whatever and get it to start. And that's it. What needs to be done is I need to redo the front discs. I just need to get pads, and then the O'Reilly's by me turns rotors for free. So I'll just get a set of pads and have the rotors turn and just reuse them because the rear drums were repacked and like they have new shoes and stuff. So I got oil and crap on my arm. Sorry about that. And so like they were those are good. The drums are good, but the discs need to be redone. That's not that big of a job. I just haven't gotten around to it. I just finished changing the oil on this right before I started this video, which is why I'm dirty and oily and sweaty already. But yeah, I mean, working on these is a dream. Most of the stuff is standard. I mean, there's some metric bolts, but most of the bolts are standard, which is cool. Most of everything is just simple. Like, I used a jack this time, but you don't need to change the oil on one of these. Like, all you need is just to get under there, and these are high enough off the ground that you can access the oil filter and the drain plug without actually having to mess with everything. I'm actually having to bump it up off the ground, which is cool. So I just changed the oil, and now we're good to like 165-ish. The one thing I will say about the 2.3 Duratec, which is a Mazda engine, is that the valve rings or the valve seals by the spark plugs do leak, and you can fix that, but they leak, and so they'll burn oil. Not a lot, but it burns about a quart every 3,000 or 4,000, so you kind of have to pay attention to that. Like, I try to check the oil, not like every time I fill up, but if I'm like, man, it's been a few thousand, I'll check it, and then if it's running a quart low or whatever, I'll just dump it in there and we're good to go. Other than that, though, I mean, these are getting like pretty desirable. There's a big cult following for the Ford Ranger, the Ford fucking Ranger. But if you can get your hands on the 98 through 11 Ranger with the 2.3 Duratec and a 5-speed transmission, it will not let you down. It will not let you down. They're amazing. Prior to the Mazda, they were using something called the Lima, which is like very, very similar in a lot of ways. Not quite the same, but a very similar motor. And they came in like, I want to say like 2.3, 2.5, and 2.9, but they're all the same block. Whoa. There's a super snake right in front of me. Can I switch the camera? No, I can't. That's a shame. But there's a super snake right there. It's really cool. It's pretty neat. Got a carbon fiber tailgate. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a GTS. Shelby GTS. Equally cool. But anyway. Yeah, so. But prior to that, those like 90 whatever to 97 Rangers, they're still the round body style. I think like 96, but. And then I think like I don't remember when they switched to that round body style. Before that's the square bodies. But those are the ones you're going to find the Lima engine in, which is just as good of a motor. It is just as good. Eventually, you'll need to do like timing chains, but they're chains which last a lot longer than belts, and they're non-interference engines, which means that if your timing chain slips, or if it breaks or snaps or whatever, it's not going to catastrophically destroy your motor. It'll be out of time, and it may or may not run, and if it does run, it's going to run like hell, but it's not going to destroy it. Like my Volkswagen, that is a 1.9 TDI, and those are interference motors, which means that if that timing belt snaps, the valves and the pistons kiss, and it cracks your whole like top end usually. Not all the time, but usually it'll just destroy your block, and you're in for a bad time. So pay attention to that. Anyway, so I just finished changing the oil, and if you don't change your oil in today's day and age, you should. Go on Marketplace or eBay or whatever, and you can get yourself a jack and stands for less than $100, and then you can go to Walmart or Meijer or auto parts stores, and you can pick up your filter and your crush washer if you change it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. You can pick up your filter and your oil for like $25, and like full synthetic for $25. And a lot of people these days just don't do that. They just don't. And I don't know why. Because it's not a hard job, Just change your shit. Because like an oil change shop is going to charge you $100 to do something that costs $25 worth of parts and 30 minutes of labor. And it's just not worth it. Now, back in the day when it used to be you could go in and get an oil change for $20, $30, yeah, it was worth it. But nowadays, it's not anymore. Things are just too darn expensive. So, learn how to change your oil. Do it a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, and boom, it's already paid for itself. And you have a skill, and you can change other people's oils in your family. You can charge people like a little bit of money. And, it's just a nice little good skill to have. And you can, play with the used oil, I guess. If you don't feel like recycling it, it also works very well as like a lumber treatment. If you live out in the boondocks, or if you live in the country, I should say, and you got firewood, if you pour your used motor oil on your firewood, it will seal it, and termites and various other wood-boring pests won't get into it. And it makes it burn a lot better. Learn how to change your oil. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to save yourself some time, or not time, but you're going to save yourself some money. And who doesn't like money? And it's kind of fun. Everybody likes wrenching. Not everybody likes wrenching. I like wrenching. I like doing it. But anyway, what's next? ARMS, gonna be a good day. And I don't actually have too much left to say on this video, so I think I will stop it here, and then I will see you guys in the gym. Alright, here we go. What I've got here is one plate on the girl bar, so it's 125, which is 10 pounds up from last week. But I tried this yesterday just for like shits and giggles, and it kind of flew. So let's kill it. God, I'm covered in crap from changing my oil. Like, I didn't realize how dirty my shirt was, so I saw it in the mirror. Anyway. 1, 2, 3. Pretty heavy. Pretty good though. Honestly, we're gonna try for like 6. We're gonna find out. Get a little bit of a anabolic view for you. I'm so flat. One, 2, 3. God. Let's move on. So you had 2 sets of 8 on dips, and I am adapting the whatchamacallit. This is from the belt squat, and I am cannibalizing it to add weight to my dips. So let's see how this goes. Setup here is going to be fun. Yeah, that seems acceptable. We'll give it a shot. This is a little 35-pound plate. It's going to crack my knees, but hey, screw it. Okay, not bad. I'll pause for a minute and then we'll do it again. Alright. Not really sure I'm necessarily good to go yet, but you know what? The last one felt so good, I just want to do it again. This is 35. I could probably be doing like another 25 on top of this. Maybe 2, maybe 70. Who knows? I've never done I've never like really been big into weighted dips though, but they've always never been into dips really, but I'm getting into them. They're kind of fun. Yes, sir. All right. Not bad. So 12 hammer curls. I'm going to do 55. 55. Sure, 55. 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. Woo! Honestly, probably could have gone heavier, but getting good contraction. So, it was one of those. All right. Lovely. Let's get some triceps in. All right. Got some dumbbell overheads. Try not to drop the weight this time. You got 105 on here. And I'm looking for 12 reps. That wasn't that bad. One more of those. All right. We're gonna run it again. 1, 2, 3. Fudge. Ooh. Yes. Felt light. I'm feeling stronger these last few days. Alright, right after that, we have 2 sets of dumbbell skull crushers, or realistically, like, the nomenclature I think is incorrect. I think they're technically should be called French press, but whatever they are called, whatever they are, got 2 sets of 12, and I am cooketh, because that was the heaviest, like, set, 2 sets of 12 I've ever done for that exercise, so I'm going to start with 40s. I'll probably do another set of 40s afterwards. All right. 1, 2, 3. Uh, 40 is definitely the correct call there because I saw like the last 3 or 4 reps were trash. So one more of those. Let's go. All right, we're gonna hit it up again. Another set. These 40s are feeling pretty darn cool. So. Here we go. Damn. Okay. Let me rack this real quick. Again, we're feeling great. Got a pretty elite tricep pump right now, so let's see what's next. Got 2 sets of 20 on the concentration curls. Did 80 last week, and it was pretty tough. But that doesn't stop us from being a man. Sorry, 80 over 2, it's 40. So we're doing 45 this week because you gotta do what you gotta do, son. You gotta pay to play. We need to win it. If you ain't in it to win it, you're in it to quit it. Let's go. I'm gonna move this down actually. There you go. Let's start with the left arm. I don't know why. Pretty heavy. Hell yeah.
Pretty incredible amount of burn there. We're gonna set you up on the other side. Woo! Gotta love it, dude. Fudge. I tell you what right now, feeling pretty gnarly. Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. All I've been talking about today with other people's food. The diet brain isn't like kicked in, but we're getting really freaking close. I'm 201 pounds today. So, almost at that 200 mark, baby. Haven't been this light since calendar year 2023. So, pretty cool. I don't know how the camera is, and I don't care because I'm halfway through the set, so y'all can just deal with it. My bicep gonna fall off the bone, dude. Kansas City ribs. Shoot. Alright. Other arm. Holy man. Hang on, some triceps. There's a stretch in the triceps. So.